On behalf of Anak Bayan USA and the Filipino youth and student movement who are marching and linking arms with the workers in the streets, we raise our fists. I want to tell you a story. I wasn't even one when my father left me to go to the US. He came here on a tourist visa. He came here to look for better opportunities because he couldn't find it in the Philippines. He came here to the US working odd jobs for meager wages just to survive and send money back home to provide for us. I met other Filipino youth whose dreams are shattered once they finish high school because they cannot afford college. I met migrant workers, Filipino workers who came here to the US dreaming of a better opportunity, but woke up to the reality of a nightmare that we call labor exploitation and trafficking. This is the reality that we have to face today. We are a generation. My story and other people's stories are not alone. These are stories that is part of a larger narrative that describes our generation. We're a generation of Filipino youth who grew up without our parents to watch our graduation, to see us grow. We're a generation of Filipinos who believe that only by migrating can we achieve a better future. On Anak Bayan USA, we say that this reality has to change. We cannot settle for anything less than this reality. With this new immigration reform bill that's being proposed by the Gang of Eight, they're trying to tell us that we are only gonna settle for meager crumbs. They're telling us that we can only legalize those who have enough credits or merit to be here in the US. For what? To serve as cheap labor. To serve their factories, their companies, to extract more profit at the cost of our families. That's why we're here and encouraging the youth to link arms with migrants and workers and take it to the streets, because we cannot win our future in the halls of Congress and Senate. We can only create a better future here in the streets together with the people and now with the senators and the congressmen who are playing around with our future. They're going to be discussing that immigration reform bill sooner or later. They're playing with our future. That is why I'm encouraging the entire community, the entire US, the youth, the workers, the migrants, women, and all the sectors of society to brace ourselves to intensify the struggle. We will not settle for meager crumbs, and this is a warning. We need to send a warning to the US government that we will not stop until everyone is legalized and until they leave our countries alone to determine our future. Brothers and sisters, let us dare to struggle and dare to win. Thank you.
Thank you. ¡Que vivan los jóvenes! ¡Que vivan! ¡Que vivan los niños y las niñas! ¡Que vivan! A ver, no somos uno, no somos 100, somos millones, cuéntenos bien. No somos uno, no somos 100, somos millones, cuéntenos bien. Our next speaker, it will be La Raza Youth Collective, Denise. Okay, que vivan los jóvenes!
Hi everyone, my name is Denise Romero. I'm with the Raza Youth Collective, and we're a collective for Mexicanos, Chicanos, y Latinos. And I am also a dreamer. I'm undocumented, unapologetic, and unafraid. And I am here today because there's a bill about to pass. There's a bill they're trying to pass that would benefit me. It would allow me to go back home because my mother and my father and my brother would not benefit from this bill. It would further criminalize them. And the Gang of Eight that is also pushing for more drones, for more military, for more surveillance, for more raids, for more eyes. They do not represent my community. They do not represent my father and my mother or my brother. They do not represent me. The Gang of Eight, they are the only criminals here. If they wish that my parents sacrifice their dignity for legalization, we will not sacrifice our dignity for legalization. We have been here, my family has been here for more than a decade. It is insulting that they should wait 10 years more in order to go back home and visit their family. It is a shame that we have been divided by this bill and taken away from our true fight for human rights, for immigrant rights, for LGBTQ rights, because they would also not benefit from this bill. You know who benefits from this bill? Schumer and the Gang of Eight, 6 of which take donations from detention centers, from prison systems. And they benefited. They benefited from the detention and deportation procedure of my own younger brother. Rebel Diaz was up here talking about stop and frisk. Well, I want to echo that. Because my brother, my younger brother of 17 years old, was stopped and frisked for being a person of color, and because he's undocumented, was then detained and is now in deportations. I want the Gang of Eight to come down and tell me that they will not take donations from prison systems, that they will not benefit from the tears of my mother because my brother was detained. I want comprehensive immigration reform, not just for me, not just for a few, but for my mother, my brother, my LGBTQ brothers and sisters, for everyone. The time is over. We need it now.
El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
My name is Kia Poole and I represent TWU, Local 100. I'm also a train operator for the MTA, New York City Transit. So why are we all here today? Labor rights. Some of us are just unhappy with where we're at. Some of us are not even working where we should be. We're making minimum wage. You know, we go to school, we're not making what we should be. Some of us are not even working at all. But regardless of what the reason why we're here, young or old, we all must stand together to stand united as a united workforce for everybody. Just a couple statistics I'm going to give out to you because the media, our newspapers, our TV, our press coverage, they don't really tell the picture of what's going on here. They say our unemployment rate is 7.9%. That's completely untrue. In New York City alone, it's 9.1%. Imagine 10% of our workers are unemployed, classified unemployed. That doesn't even take into account the people that are underemployed, who should be working full-time but working part-time, surviving as it is. So I went back to school to try to better myself. I earned my bachelor's degree in accounting. I applied for some jobs. I got jobs out there, part-time work. I can give you $12 an hour, $15 an hour, which is nothing what I should be making. My wife, who as a kid has been trying to find a job to teach elementary school. She got her bachelor's degree, she couldn't get a job.